that are not from your religion or from your background, okay? So this could be people that are different, like, maybe the same colour, but from different backgrounds, different religions. They're the ones that right now are talking on the phone and they're in communication with each other, talking about either your power or taking your power, okay? And you see some of these men, and I'm not being disrespectful to your culture, okay? At all, don't think this, all right? But some people somewhere, like, you know, you've got religions where the wife has to walk behind the man, or the wife's not allowed to show their hair, or whatever, okay? You know, respect your religion, that's your religion, okay? That's your faith. I'm not dismissing that at all. But my problem is, when you want to move to a particular country and you want to start enforcing what you believe on others, okay? Let's just say, you know, if you're a woman and you've grown up in a particular country, let's just say UK, you know, if you, and you growing up, you could be old school, you growing up, you've never dealt with this, okay? Never ever had problems, you know, in whatever, okay? I mean, it could have been that you weren't seeing clearly, or, you know, you were stuck in a cycle, or people didn't want you to move on, but your eyes weren't opened. And it's like, as soon as you start taking your power back, or you start standing in your power, and you're not under the control of this puppet master, okay? Because you're not part of the herd, i.e., sheep, because you're not following, in their eyes, their rules. But wait a minute, number one, they're not your father. Number two, they never gave birth to you. Number three, some of them are not even related to you. So who do they think they are, thinking they can control you? The only person that, I don't like pointing, sorry it's rude. The only person that you will wait for directions from is the Most High. Okay? Most High. Right? Not below, not praying to, you know. And the moment that you don't give them power, or to be able to pull the strings or control you, could be anything. Could be that you know, you're changing your diet, or you're going to the gym more often, or you stop smoking, or you stop drinking, or you stop hanging around, or you stop buying a bottle of wine, you know, every 2 nights after finishing work. See, when you start stopping that, once they haven't got control of you, you start noticing and seeing clearly exactly what's been hidden from you all along. And then when you sit back and you pay attention, those same energies that had control, when they no longer have control, when you really study and pay attention, you start seeing, stop pointing. I've got to tell myself that. When you start seeing When you start walking in your own power, taking your power back, or just, go for an awakening or whatever you want to call it, okay? Connecting to the Most High, Source, Universe, whatever you want to name this power, okay? That you're now working with. Divine love, universe, source. When these same people that were working behind the scenes, hiding in the shadows, by the way, because that's what they were doing, when you start walking in your power or taking your power back, they start coming out of the shadows. When you pay attention, you start noticing, wow. Because they can't help themselves. They still have to track you down, follow you, use other energies around you to try to hold you back, to try to create confusion or chaos, or want you to, sabotage yourself. And you may hear things like this. Sorry, I'm going to slam the door, but I'm just giving you like an example of the things that you'll start paying attention to around you. And I don't mean to, I'm just showing you, okay? So you'll start hearing this. Yeah? And it won't be just once. Sorry, everyone. It won't be just once. Okay? It'll be ongoing. Yeah? Because when you start paying attention, giving a message out, meditating, whatever it is you're doing, then they want to start bringing disturbance around you. And then they'll have the ones that are, in control of them, behind the scenes, ringing them up. All right, well, go out now and do it. So that's their puppet master. That's on the phone to them. All right, well, yeah. Let's just say if you ride a bike, to the gym each day, and you started taking up the gym. All right, well, yeah, I can see that she's in you may have your gym bag or your trainers on, okay. Well, you know where a bike is, right? Okay, well, put a puncher in it. Like, it's just little things like that to slow you down, and, you're excited to go and do your workout. And you jump on the bike and the tire's gone flat, yeah? And you're like, for God's sake. Well, unless you know how to, unless you've got all the equipment, the tire, the inside of the tire thing, and you're gonna have to go upstairs. You're gonna have to get the bucket of water. Then you're gonna have to take the tire off, and you have to take the thing off. Then you have to take the inner tube out. Then you've got to squeeze it around in the water to see where the bubbles are. That all takes time. Yeah, so that delays you, slows you down. And then by the time you get it fixed, if you can do it yourself, or take it to the shop, and then they want to charge you. The time period of when you want to go to the gym is now closed, or you've got to wait next week. All right? And it's the same thing with the door slammings, okay? You'll have the masters there that control these puppets, because that's what they are, yeah? All right, okay, well, she's on the phone, or she's giving a message out. Start slamming the doors, because they all work together. Don't you up there! So you work together. It's like last night, I was just sitting there chilling, and I heard a group of them last night. Must have been went on for after 2 in the morning, talking really loud, Then there's the slamming of the doors. But it's to agitate you because they want you to sabotage yourself. They want you to come out and say, yeah, start banging on the door or, yeah, banging on the wall. Like, when you start acting like that, then they know, yeah, we're agitating her. Hey, yeah, pay attention, people, trust me. The enemy always show themselves in the end. But that's only when you'll really pay attention. Because you're not in control of external forces. But as I said before, you're in control of how you deal with these external forces and their master and their puppets, basically. Because they'll get paid to do it, and they're just selling their soul for a bit. So yeah. Yeah, they're doing the dark chaos magic. You know about that. We're not stupid. You know, when you wake up, you really start looking at the world differently. I mean, don't get me wrong. You don't look out the window and think, "Oh my God, are they one? Are they one?" It's not about that. It's just you just look at the whole world differently. Like wow. You know, there's layers of dimensions. Yeah, like frequencies. So with these people, as you start awakening, like you may be on that frequency 1 minute, but it could be on a high frequency, okay, where you're chilled, relaxed. But they don't know. They think you're still on this frequency, but you're on a different frequency because your frequencies keep changing, right? So they want to start doing things around you to agitate, but your vibration, you're up here. You're not on that frequency. So you don't act to that frequency. Then they try to get on that frequency. And by then you've changed to another frequency. Yeah? You're forever. You know, it could be just little things that they do. Subtle things like running the water, putting the tap on. Trying to cloak their energy over yours. Yeah. Just pay attention to your surroundings. And again, you know, we ain't got control of external forces, but we've got control of how we deal with things. Stay blessed.